Oh, but I was going to cite this cool example of the Fibonacci sequence being defined by those first three numbers, and then of course that's the number of Nahash, which equals the serpent, which equals 358. Remember? The serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And the serpent said unto the woman, Yea, hath the Lord said, Ye shall not eat of all the fruit of all the trees in the garden? And the woman said, etc. You know the rest of the story. Except they completely misinterpreted it. Because it says she looked at the fruit and saw that it was pleasant to the eyes and a fruit to be desired to make one wise. And therefore she did take and eat, gave unto her husband and did eat. And just as the serpent told him, see, the Lord said, you better not eat of that tree or you'll die. The serpent said, Ye shall not surely die, because the Lord God, Yahweh Elohim, knows that in the day you eat thereof, your eyes are going to be opened and you're going to be like the gods. And he doesn't want you to know that. So then it says that she looked upon the fruit and saw that it was pleasant to the eyes and a fruit to be desired to make one wise, and therefore she put forth her hand and took of the fruit and ate of it and gave unto her husband to eat, and he did eat, and the eyes of both of them were opened. Exactly as the serpent told them would happen. And they knew themselves as gods. Except then, lest they put forth their hand and eat of the fruit of the tree of life. And see, that would complete the transformation process. See, because the gods, what separates the gods from us down here? Our mortality. We die, the gods don't die. At least not in the sense. And so, lest they put forth their hand and take the fruit of the tree of life and eat thereof, and fully enter the ranks of the gods. We've got to expel them from the garden. And we've got to put a flaming sword that turns every which way to bar their re-entry into the garden.
First war on drugs.
That was it. There we go. But see how interesting that the serpent has this number. Nun, Het, Shin. See, in Kabbalah, all of the Hebrew letters and all of the Greek letters are numbers. So Nun is 50. Het is 8. Shin is 300. You add them up. Nahash, the serpent, is 358. But see, then where it gets really strange and where it definitely hints that there's a whole alternate underlying tradition that is completely missed by the dogmatists and the fundamentalists and the business as usual crowd, okay, is this. Meshiach in Hebrew is Mem, Shin, Yod, Het. It also equals 358. And a Kabbalist immediately knows that that number is linking these two concepts, the serpent and the Messiah. And of course, alchemists and Gnostics and a lot of these people oftentimes would show a serpent coiled around the cross. Have you ever seen that? Which became the origin of the caduceus, yes.